Hello, everyone. When my parents came from Nigeria 20 years ago, they had decided that for all their children, they're going to have traditional African names. And by they, I mean my dad, because he was all about keeping the rich Nigerian culture alive in ourselves while we were in America. My mother, on the other hand, wanted to give me a chance at life and have me have at least one American name with all my other Nigerian names, but that didn't happen. So for all my life, studying at elementary school, I've had a really hard time pronouncing my name and really accepting where my name is from. And from kindergarten to sixth grade, a lot of my teachers, they would like go through like the name checklist, and then they'll say like Demetria, and then they'd see my name and they just stop, and like they have this face of just like, and like automatically, like as the time grew on, I was just like, yeah, that's me. Hi, how you doing? And they would continue pronouncing it and continue butchering it until like the last like month of school was June, and just like, I finally pronounced your name correctly. I'm like, yeah, it's June. I'm not gonna see you again. So what are we doing here? And it was very hard for me to even pronounce it even when I was younger. I remember like looking at my report card in kindergarten, and like there was this checkbox, like how well your student can perform pronouncing their name and spelling their name. And it was like outstanding, good, and needs improvement. And I got checked needs improvement up until second grade. So it was then on that I really started to like get it registered in my head that I don't like my name. I don't like pronouncing it. I don't like saying it. Like, I don't like telling people that that's my name. I don't even like when it comes to like actually representing my culture, I tried to hide it a lot. And beginning of sixth grade, I decided I'm gonna have a complete name change. Like I'm gonna come into school with a new different person, new school, new name. And the first name I thought of was Vanessa, then Victoria, then Veronica. Like I was in love with the letter V. I don't know why. And for a time like that, everyone would call me by those names, and I'd just be like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, my name's Victoria. And they wouldn't normally call me by my first name until one day in sixth grade, it was my Latin class, and students found out that I am African. And the thing is, the reason why I always hid my culture from everybody was because I come from I'm like stuck in the middle between two huge countries. While I was born in America, my family originates from Nigeria. My parents were born and raised in Nigeria. So it was always hard for me whenever I went back home. They will call me Akata, which means Black American. I don't identify with them. And when I'm over here, I am African. You're sure you were born here, but like you from there. And I tried to hide that a lot. So when it came out that I am from Africa, I tried to hide it even more often. Said like, no, that's not my name. Call me Victoria. That's what I told you guys in the beginning of the school year. And in seventh grade summer school, I was in class with a few of my classmates, and it was like really hot, like sweaty, and like my friend brought her guitar in and like to ask my teacher to like to fine tune it, and like it was like a nice quiet scene, like everyone's doing their work, and then like my teacher just strumming the guitar, tuning it all nice and neatly, and it's like very, very peaceful, until one student says and points at me and says, hey, she says that she's not African. And that's when the scene just suddenly shifted and stopped. Now, this teacher, he was also from Africa as well. And when he stopped, he looked straight at me and said, you are not from here. Let's get that straight in your head. You are from a beautiful country. You're from a beautiful continent, and you should embrace that. Yes, you were born here, but you originate from there. And the reason why this stuck to me so much was because this was somebody from the same continent as me saying that I am one with them. And it really, like, I heard him, but I didn't want to hear him because it was the only time that I heard that during my middle school time. So put that in the back of my head, back of my mind, and went on to high school. And it was like God brought back that quote that teacher told me. And it was 9th grade theater integration. And I was in my school's black box theater. It was hot, musty. I mean, like, everything, like, just like so tensed up. And one boy stands up out of nowhere, like, just starts violating all of the Africans in the room, just disrespecting them. And my school has a lot of mixed cultures in the classroom, and nobody said anything for a good minute or two. And before the teacher finally realized what was going on, I stood up. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "Don't violate my people." And when I said that, I felt such a huge relief, and a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulder, because it was just like, it was like I was meant to say that, and I was meant to accept who I am and accept my culture. And yes, I am African, but I'm also American. I'm Nigerian, but I'm also a New Yorker. And I'm still trying to mix that all in together, and it's still a bit of a hard thing to deal with, but I feel like whenever I say my name, it is the first step into accepting who I am. Are you guys ready to hear my name? Yeah. My full name is Mmachi Dimoriaku. Thank you.